They're just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. San Francisco ready for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
Up past the 30, second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. The Niners are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. McCaffrey running up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. There's Garoppolo to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs and try and push it across the end zone that way.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over instead.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there. And just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford, open man is Higbee, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a pickup of 6.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. First down Rams.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Akers.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
2nd down and goal. Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson Robinson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Touchdown!
Cooper Kupp from 4 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Ray McCloud.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara, and then again 27-24 in overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last laugh in the NFC Championship game with a 20-17 victory.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel from 17 yards out. And the Niners have taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter one, they struggled. Quarter two here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
On first down, Stafford here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford to the right side and complete to Jefferson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. Stafford looks to throw again. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson from 4 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So that would have been something from that distance. But all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. To throw is Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A healthier Kittle was back in his Pro Bowl form in 2021. Even missing 13 games the last 3 years, he's still second among tight ends in yards since his breakout 2018 campaign. Gets another chunk of yards there and a first down with that catch.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Stafford. That's complete to Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Henderson running straight ahead. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tutu Atwell from 8 yards out. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Stafford on 1st down. Robinson's got it.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo over the middle. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And a short gain here down to the 22. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
76 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
They'll run this with Akers.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. So the